It was temporary. You had temporary protective status. Temporary, as in not permanent, meaning for a period of time.
Despite everything happening in Haiti, it's home. I'd rather be home. I'd rather be home and take care of home and make home better instead of being somewhere that myself and my people are not welcome.
At 5 years old was the last time I was in Haiti. I have lived in the U.S. all my life. I was forced to be living back in Haiti due to deportation. My life here is not stable, is uncivilized. I'm seeking the community's support and help to relocate to a better place where I can find work, housing, and the basics of life.
Food is processed, it's not that good, it's expensive. I'd rather go to my mom's country.
They like to live a terrible life when they go back in the country. They go back to country, terrible life. And they have to start over again, like zero.
I think what hurt the most is because if someone rejects you, okay, fine, let me go back home. But I cannot go back home, you know? That's what hurts, because you know that, okay, it's not that it's the dream. I'm not living the dream here.
So it's us immigrants trying to survive. And whenever you're trying to survive, for me, it's not a dream. So it's not a dream. America for us, it's not a dream. It's just like most like a jungle. I'm sorry, but we're trying to survive every single day. So
It was temporary. You had temporary protective status. Temporary, as in not permanent, meaning for a period of time.
This lady got deported back to Haiti after living in the United States for 42 years. And this is what her living conditions look like.
Girl, this the kitchen right here where people cook. You probably can't see it good. It's the kitchen, girl. And girl, let me show you the bathroom. This is where you take a shower at. And let me show you where you use the bathroom at. You see that hole? Okay. Now, this where this young lady and her son, she pregnant. She let me stay until I can get out of here or get on my feet. Look. Girl, look, this her son. We all sleep on one bed. Life is hard up here, girl. This shit is crazy.
Idris Michelin moved to South Florida when he was just 3 years old. Now at 32, he's back in Haiti with his American wife. He says he committed a crime and now he's living the consequences.
I still don't feel like I'm home. I still feel like I'm just roaming. I feel uneasy.
For the past few weeks, Idris Michelin and his wife Yamil have been walking the streets of Haiti, trying to mentally accept that this is now home.
I lived in the country 30 years. I never got in trouble, but I made a mistake. My morals became corrupted.
Idris was deported after serving 25 months in federal prison and 9 months in ICE custody. He was convicted of getting an illegal PPP loan back in the summer of 2020. He was living in the United States as a permanent resident, graduated from Southridge High School, and went on to Miami-Dade College. He was a licensed realtor and insurance broker. After serving his sentence earlier this month, Michelin was deported to Haiti on a flight with 120 people.
Your ankles are getting cut up. Your hands are shackled together. You know, they're telling you, hey, if there's a plane crash, you're going to grab this from here and you're going to put this on your face. How?
He says once in Cap Haitian, they were given $100 and released to family. His wife was waiting.
There's people that left only 2-3 years ago that are afraid to come here, and she's here.
The temporary protective status, or TPS, for more than 330,000 Haitians will end on February 3rd of next year. Without any other immigration protections, some may find themselves, like Idris, back in Haiti.
It's very limited here. And now that I'm here, you know, to my country where my flag is, the people are wonderful. The people work hard. But they're trying to overcome obstacles, and I'm here trying to overcome obstacles as well.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I kind of feel bad for her, but I know what y'all thinking, like, okay, well, she didn't do what she needed to do to get her citizenship, blah, blah, blah. But if she's been living here since she was 5 years old, she probably had no idea that she was supposed to do anything as far as becoming an actual citizen. I mean, that's a hell of a wake-up call, but I feel like this should also be a wake-up call to anybody who's actually from Haiti or anywhere in the Caribbean or anywhere around the world that looks similar to that, or where there's a good portion of their society that has to live that way. I feel like this should be a wake-up call for them, because this should show you like your people and your country of origin really needs help. It really needs some type of stability. Like she said, it's completely lawless out there. Like she said, she got raped her first week back. She said that there's like no government. People just run rampant. It's like hard to find food. Like there's no jobs. Like this should be a wake up call for people who are actually from Haiti, like, or any country that looks like that, because y'all flee, y'all come, y'all go here, there, and everywhere, but then you leave behind your country of origin. And I understand, like, and it's like, it's funny to me, because it's not funny, but it's like, it's interesting to me, because one of the jabs that they throw at Black America is, well, at least I have a home to go back to. But most of the people who say that, home looks just like what she showed us. So, I mean, that's not even a home that you even want to go back to. And I'm not saying that to be a bitch, but what I am saying is that it's going to take a lot of like strategic planning in order to get that country back on its feet, or to get it to be basically habitable at all. They need to flatten out that whole, everything there needs to just be flattened out, and they need to start from scratch. I don't even know if they're even going to be able to rebuild Haiti without some sort of foreign intervention or some sort of foreign alliance like that. Y'all, at this point, Haitians are going to have to form an alliance with another nation in order to fix that. They don't have the manpower to fix that. Otherwise, it's basically going to turn into a no man's land, because everybody's trying to leave. And Haiti has the potential to be a beautiful place, but if everybody leaves and nobody comes back to try to fix anything, it's just dead land. I really do feel bad for her. Like, I feel bad for anybody who has to go back to that situation, because I can't even imagine it. I can't imagine that. But this should be a wake-up call, like, your country needs help, and somebody that's from there needs to be the start of getting it to where it needs to be.
Oh, at 11, we are on the ground in Haiti tonight, just hours after the Trump administration announced it's ending TPS for Haitians.
Here in Cap Haitian, the news of TPS ending and the hundreds of thousands of people returning back here spread very quickly. It seems to be the only thing people have been talking about. You are looking at the market area of downtown Cap Haitian from...
Look at that nonsense, bro.
Streets are packed with people trying to shop and go about their day. Already moving through traffic was very difficult. The roads at times heavily congested. The people who live here say they've seen the population sharply increase because of people escaping gang violence in Port-au-Prince. Now, the thought of even more people coming here has one Haitian man very worried.
We gotta deal with that gang situation and, humanitarian situation. All those people need food and stuff like that. We don't have that. We don't have health care, all that. And we're going to receive all those people.
So they don't even want their own people over there, and they expecting for us to want their people over here. They don't even want them in another city that's over there. And we supposed to be like, oh yeah, we love it over here.
Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. Today's topic is very amazing but a little bit sad. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, like this video. And today's video we're looking on many Asian immigrants which are now in the US that have been actually deported. Yes, because of their life, their way of accommodating with the people in the US, and so they had to be deported. So in today's video, I've put together some clips I'd like us to watch, and we'll have a lot to talk about before the end of this video.
My first day in Haiti, y'all, was a shock, but I'm going to take y'all back a little bit outside of just my first day in Haiti. I was released in February 26th from TDC. Once released, I was transferred to an immigration facility. Once there, I had to just come to face with the reality that I could very well be deported and sent back to a country where I had nobody, my family, everybody was going to be away from me. I would literally be starting a whole new life. Went to court, of course the inevitable happened, and here I stand. I met many other women that went through the same thing. So immigration is a whole nother subject, but it's a sad subject too, because so many people were affected by this. Y'all, my first day here was a shock, okay? Here I am coming to a country that I know no one. I didn't even know how or where I was going, okay? I ended up getting in contact with my biological mother. I never met my biological mother, y'all. Wow. So at the age of 36, I was finally meeting the person who had me for the first time. And this was through her bearing a sign with my name. And that's how I knew. And it was difficult too, because when you deported into this country, they take you through so many changes. So I ended up being one of the last ones picked up. I had broke down, y'all. I was emotionally disconnected anyways on the plane. I knew exactly when we hit Haiti territories, because the smell was different. It just felt different. And it could have been me consciously knowing that I was not wanting to come face to face with my fears, okay? So once I get there, I'm waiting all day, y'all. I called home to my sister in the States, and I'm breaking down, literally letting her know, look, nobody's here to pick me up. Y'all, I just really blacked out emotionally, mentally, in every way. I just couldn't understand that. And most of all that day, if going to prison, when I went to prison, I thought I was mad with God, but no. I felt so abandoned by God that day. I felt so alone. I felt like I was in a country full of people, yet I had nobody. I was there by myself. So when I call home, they're calling back to Haiti, asking for somebody to pick me up, because they wouldn't release me unless someone signed for me. Now everybody's gone. Even the officers there are concerned about me, because they can see that I don't know nothing and I'm not familiar with the country. Make a long story short, I finally run into my biological mother. And y'all, the ride home, it was like everyone was pretty happy to see me, because I found out I had 2 brothers, a sister, and I was not happy. I was like sleep emotionally, mentally. I was so disconnected, you know. I really fell into a whole depression stage where I didn't even understand myself.
At first, I was isolated in the house for 2 days. I couldn't come out. It was stressful for me to deal with the locals. The locals would point fingers at me. They were laughing at me. They were mocking me. And some of them were just shaking their heads. But yesterday, I got so hungry, I had to step outside. And when I stepped outside with my head held high. I gave them direct eye contact. Because God didn't put a spirit of fear in me. I will prevail. I will be prosperous. My purpose here was to go through trials, struggles, and tribulations, just so I can be the voice of the people. And no matter what I suffer through, no matter what I go through, I will be the strength of my people. Now, I want you guys to know I love you and I'm grateful for you. We're gonna get through this together. It's nice to be loved, and I feel loved. I'm so grateful. Thank you for the donations, for those who have donated. It means a lot to me. You guys pray that I can hold my strength where I don't have to be so emotional and crying all the time.
I think Haitians are mistaking indigenous, foundational, ethnic Americans what we're saying to them. And I just want to be clear. we're just not helping you anymore, and we're having an I told you so moment. That's what's going on. We're having an I told you so moment because you guys said such nasty things about us. You guys were like, oh, if you just work hard, it's fine. You know, those people never did anything to us. It's because you're lazy and this and all this other stuff. Y'all were saying such nasty things to us about this country, which is our country, which we've been here for centuries. And in fact, our ancestors and the fights that we've had and what we've done opened the doors for your people to come here in droves, even though once we fought for that, or once we accepted that, your people came here, and this is something that you can look up historically, and were trafficking rugs from Central and South America up through Haiti into our country. And actually, you and the Caribbean and Central and South America, immigration actually is the reason for the crack epidemic in America amongst our community, because you look like us, and because we fought for you, and because we were so naive and we didn't understand third world versus first world mindsets and things like that, you know. And we still, even after you decimated our communities by working with our governments to pump these things into our communities, we still did not come against you, because we thought in our minds it's not all of y'all, and we wanted to still give you guys a better opportunity than what you had at home. But instead of you appreciating that, instead of you respecting that, instead of you understanding that you decimated our community during the crack epidemic by putting, and you can, I had a video on this whole thing. If you can lie all you want in the comments, I'm just gonna embarrass you and put news stories and everything and news articles about it that literally say Haitian rug lord or whatever, and all the trafficking and stuff that you guys did in our communities. We still didn't turn on you. However, once we started learning what you guys said about us, it was disgusting, and that you sided with the oppressor over us and started talking to us like you were the oppressor, the things you were saying about us, it was over then. And it's going to be even more further over. We're not helping you, we're not supporting you, and we're going to crash out and say I told you so every time you get kicked in the you know, I'm not gonna say double cash signs by these people. We are simply gonna laugh at.
And if y'all want to send Haitians back to their country, send back all the gold that you took from them. Send back all the fucking gold you took from them. Like, I don't understand, like, how you, okay, there was a point where Haiti was thriving. Then, again, because I talked about this on my page one time, because a lot of the reasons why a lot of people move from where they at, from their country to America, is because America destabilized their country, forcing these people to move because of how dangerous and corrupt it got, because of times when America interfered. And it's crazy, and it's so crazy how, again, they don't teach this stuff like this in school, because wouldn't you want to know how America became the most powerful country in the world? You get what I'm trying to say? But they don't share shit like that, because why the fuck would they want us to know that? You know? So if you're gonna send Haitians back to their country, make sure you give them all that fucking gold that you took from them.
In January of 2010, Haiti experienced a devastating earthquake. Because of this, the United States granted temporary protective status for those who needed to flee out of the country at that time. And since then, due to the ongoing instability, this status has been in effect for upwards of 15 years and has allowed Haitians to plant themselves in communities and help them to thrive. People got married, built lives, had children, some of which are American citizens now. Because of a Supreme Court ruling, those same Haitians, over 300,000 of them, are at risk of being sent back to Haiti. The same Haiti that is in absolute disarray due to gang violence. Now, we can later have a conversation about why gang violence exists in Haiti, why they have access to guns, and so it has to come in and flow from somewhere. And we all know that there are certain countries, let's say one in particular, that loves funding coups and helping countries maintain instability when they want access to their resources. People on the right will say, well, they should have just came here legally. They did. And by the way, TPS is not a direct path towards green card status. It is meant to be a temporary protective status during the time in which a country is experiencing instability. Nothing has changed about the status of Haiti. Now you're going to send 300,000 Haitians back to the same place that you tell your own citizens they should not travel to due to said instability. Right? We'll also say that people come in and they start committing crimes. Well, one of the requirements of TPS is that you do not have any felonies or misdemeanors, especially in the United States. So none of these people are criminal. Oh, well, they're taking benefits and government funding and our tax dollars are going to that. They're not. They're literally here so that they can work and have a better life. And most of the places that they live in, they may not even qualify for those government programs because of their status. There's no real and ethical way to talk about this issue without pointing out the obvious white supremacy and ethnocentrism and racism, because the same president that is telling you that Haitians and Syrians have to go is the same one telling South Africans and Europeans to come on over because they want better immigrants. Black and brown immigrants don't get the same benefit of the doubt that is given to European immigrants. We don't get the same benefit of the doubt of intelligence and capability and goodwill that is afforded to other minorities. If you can't find a good nurse in the medical system that you have to get care from, when you can't find a nurse's aide to help come care for your family member at home, when you can't find a good mechanic or some of the best cuisine known to man, I want you to reflect on how your vote led you here.
So in today's video, we have seen a lot already, and actually the basic concept about today's video is why they deported some of these Asian immigrants in America. I'm talking about the Hatties in particular. Like we have seen a clip here of Idris. He was into fraud during the COVID-19, and those are some of the reasons why many of them were deported. Also, some of them were deported because of their TPS, which is actually just for a temporal duration of time, but majority of them, they were too relaxed, and they felt that as they are already in this community and they are involved in majority of their day-to-day living, they are part of them. Meanwhile, they were not, and they had to be deported. And we have seen a video clip in this same video here, one of these Haitian immigrant that was deported. She's actually very sad and she was crying, and she showed us a lot in Haiti. Meanwhile, when they were in the US, they keep saying that there is no place like home, and when anytime an immigrant's response and gets flashed to their face, they give a blind eye to it until they reach the point of them being deported. She has shown us a lot, and we have seen her kitchen, and she was used to indoors kitchen, and now she's in an outdoor kitchen, and we've seen their toilet very poorly constructed, no roofings, and that's so bad for someone that spent the entire life in the US living a luxury life and moved to in the blink of an eye, and the person is struggling to survive, as the government in the Haiti is actually doing nothing to better their standard of living. And meanwhile, when they're in the US, they keep saying that there is no place like home. And if I'm sent out here, if I'm being chased out of the US, my home is very comfortable. Meanwhile, they are going through a lot, and she's calling for a lot of community help, that she needs a job. She wants to leave the Haiti to a better place to change her life. And that's so devastating, because actually some of them committed crimes that are unbearable, so they had to be deported, and that's so bad. So I think this is a wake-up call for anybody who is any black folks which are actually in the US and know fully well that he needs to do the needful to become a complete citizen, and keep neglecting that fact. And I think this is a call for you to just go back to your country if possible. Try to develop your own country, because for me, you will never be treated the same. Meanwhile, like majority of the artists were saying in this video, that there's no place like home. But actually now they are sent home, and they are pleading to go back to the US or a better place for them to start living. And that's very sad for me. And like one clip in this video was showing a girl that was actually born and raised in the US since she was 5, and she was totally unaware of that she needed to do the needful to become a complete citizen, US citizen. And some scenario like this is very pity because she had no idea, like I said. But if you're actually a black folks watching this video and you think there's any doubt, actually maybe you're having a doubt that you're not born and raised in the US, and just question your mom or your dad, something like that, because for you to be deported after being used to a particular lifestyle and to come and adapt is very difficult, and that can cause you a lot of damage mentally, even physically. So please comment your thoughts on this video and what you think. Like this video, like I said, subscribe. I go by the name Ghislaine, and stay tuned to my next video. Thank you very much.